Shalom, Yashala. Real quick video giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops, great millstone. Much salutation to the brothers teaching word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will. To the hopeful extended elect, Shalom blessing. Uh, yeah, just a real quick video on how they're operating against us, you know. Now, just for starting off, I did the highways and byways. I titled one um, event, One-Eyed Harlot, and of course, we know, should know that wasn't a breakdown. It was basically metaphoric. Um, so, it just about the Illuminati being exercised in America. But of course, that's not a metaphoric for the beast. This is the harlot that America's the harlot that rides on the beast. And the beast shall hate the whore. And these nations along are hating the whore also. So the beast is NATO, EU, and America's the harlot that rides upon the beast. So, that picture could be weird if you looked at it for what it was saying, what I titled the video. But like I said, again, it was metaphoric, the one-eyed harlot. This is basically, they're using these celebrities, and we've told you this before, all these public events, the news, what's happening with the celebrities, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be a lot of more of that. And it's really not too much because it's not enough time. I think they're going to strike soon. And we tell you about Jacob's trouble. I do feel like they're using these celebrities, even people like the celebrities that are interviewed by Vlad, people like Vlad, Hype, Comedy Hype, I think it's called. All these platforms are used to not only distract, but to exercise, their power by, taking these, putting these celebrities in a isolated spot, pretty much, on some podcast, interviewed in some, place, to where they answer questions about about the Bible, whether the MOTB is a C-hip, RFID, or what do you think about the Hebrew Israelites? What do you think about the world coming to an end? So you already know that these are people set up to do this. And a lot of times it happens through these celebrities because the celebrities are who people idolize, and they have somewhat certain power, especially to the one that worship idolizes them. They could do no wrong. They listen to, so that they'll exercise these things right in front of your face. You see the Diddy and then the Epstein and then the Jay-Z, all that, and then when they take these celebrities down, or they, keying on these celebrities like Ye, Kanye West, and Irvin, Kyrie Irvin, and other different celebrities that they might come to and ask some questions concerning about the Illuminati, concerning Cat Williams is another one, concerning Illuminati, concerning the Hebrew Israelites. I think when people look at these videos, look at these interviews, and then they know that, of course, people know that the Illuminati is real. It kind of suggests, a thought like, well, how bad is the Illuminati? How wrong are or right are the Hebrew Israelites? Is this a thing we need to be worried about as we move toward this new world order? And ICE being out there also. Now they haven't, as you know, when they exercise things like ICE, projects like ICE and other projects, programs, they really the celebrities are not really affected by it. I've really not seen too many celebrities affected by world events, such as the COVID, yeah. But I think that was a target by the elite, by the system for sacrifice, what have you. But if the celebrities fall in line with the elite, they're usually all right, man. Um, and people I know they're doing this. People talk about Michael Jackson, Prince. They had a problem with those that type of authority in the music industry, hinting that they're the Illuminati, Tupac. Uh, there's a few others. I think even Bernie Mac. Oh, Coolio. He's a rapper from Cali, and just different celebrities. But it's kind of like they do it on a. To us, they do it on low level, so that you won't think it's anything of a big matter. Like, but it's kind of like people know, but they don't really talk about it. When it should be talked about. I mean, but anyway, um, it says Psalm 64:5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" See, so that word privily, I'm gonna get that. It's basically private is the same word, sapar. Let's see, to count, recount, relate, to number, take account of. Well, my bad. Nah. Yeah, is to like they do the censorship. Going around door to door, seeing who lives in the house. Um, you know, counting the statistics. Giving numbers out there, even when it's events that go down. That that take the lives of people. They hold that in account. Or they'll just push a number out there that's really, truthfully, not realistic, but people believe it. So just like something like the COVID, when it came out, they put numbers out there like these many people are dying, 40 to 50,000 people, 100,000 people all around the world, and they do that for reasons to make the citizens fear or be in fear. They're called scare tactics. It says to rehearse. They declare, they rehearse these things and put them out before you. You rarely see any live news because everything is rehearsed, everything is staged. The events has already happened, and then they do it. Because, like I said, at any time you will never see anybody, even during protests. It's a organized event where people are know their boundaries and respect the how that event is set up according to authorities. You don't. I mean, protest is supposed to be radical, pretty much. I mean, especially in America, these people don't have organization. So you would think, like, how are they so organized? Because you'll see people fly off the handle every day, all day on TikTok, YouTube, live events, in person, up the block, up. But you got all these news showings of that's supposed to be live, that nobody, no no radical behavior. You know, uh, some of it is more on when it got to do with heavy politics and some of those third world countries. But a lot of it is staged right here in America. But that's what they do. They talk, they hold meetings, they count exactly or accurately to be recounted, rehearsed, be related, going back. So that's what they do against the yeah, against the poor, against the Israelites, laying snares privately, counting, calculating. These events, certain days these events go down, it's been already calculated by them to do it. Who's going to be involved? Who's paid off? Uh, even when it comes to the Israelites. So a lot of these celebrities are going to start saying that they're Israelites. They're going to be paid off. They already been, a few of them have said it. And they've been paid off or, paid to play a role. And, really, go to another scripture. Psalms 83:3, it says, they have taken crafty counsel. It's a whole chapter of this, of our enemies listed in this chapter. But I'm going to go to this key scripture. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consorted against thy hidden ones. So that's what they do. And Most High said what did it say? I don't want to butcher it, man. But basically, Most High got them in a trick bag. That the craftiness of them shall fall upon their own heads. But there's everything that moves, in public on camera, especially when it's detailed, like a news setting, away from TikTok and YouTube. There's really a lot of that's really orchestrated and staged. And these ICE events, they're real. But I believe also that they're staged in some parts, and sometimes. So, but it's real, and that's what's happening to our people. We told you about Jacob's trouble. So, I think this is just overall the introduction to the New World Order, how things are gonna get tight, things are gonna get more controlled by by what you call elite fashion, to where they be like, well, you're not so this America's not so liberal because of this. We are still a land of freedom, liberty, freedom, justice for all. But when they label people, a threat, label people illegal, they put those captions on, when they accuse another party, another people, it's easy for them to, for people to believe that, yeah, they're doing the right thing. This is to get the drug dealers out. This is to get the Israelite. This is to get the foreigners out, the immigrants, because a lot of them, they don't have no money and they go drug selling, or they cause trouble, which is a damn lie. When they come over here, a lot of them work hard as hell. And I'm not saying every one of them, but I'm just saying that those. So they'll just bunch that all together like they do everything else. And that's what they're going to try to do with us. They bunch us all together with these radical groups, that may come forth more in the near future, and call us criminals or domestic terrorists also, along with the Hitlers, along with the Nazis, Well, basically the same thing, but the Hitler type of groups that make that people that could paint. And when I say that people actually paint in their minds, oh, this is a terrible group. They kind of remind me of Hitler. Um, and come on, man, you do the history on Hitler, and America didn't see him so much as a bad guy or the worst guy in the world. He was actually married into a Jewish family, you know. So, um, but this is a start of trouble. This is a start of it says these are the beginning of sorrows, and how they orchestrating things, and all these events. It's going to lead into it can lead easily into martial law, and with this third world war, it could lead easily into um, more detainees, more people getting detained, more people getting deported, more people getting arrested, uh, and when they're in that mode, because it says the enemy shall come in like a flood. When that mode, it says, he shall be a madman. They should be like madmen, sparing not. When they already in that spirit, they could just like, okay, well, we getting everybody. We tired of this. The pressure is there. It builds up to where now people will be like, well, yeah, we know what the president about. We know these politicians are liars, and they're saying the same thing. That tension is building up. You see it on the news, and so it's a good time, a ripe time for them to pull the plug at any time. But it's the Most High's call, though. So whenever the Most High bid, the King of the heart of the King is in the Most High's hand. So we'll see what happens, and we're already in the new year. The year of the apostates, agents, and sellouts. Coined by GMS, starting with the Apostle Tar on down. So it's kind of like, and then these other kind of people that say, well, what we're gonna do? We're moving toward a digital world, and y'all waiting on, y'all waiting on this Messiah, and y'all on the street, so we might not have a place to go. Y'all leading people astray. There's families on the line. There's families, that are in our care, children in our care. So y'all want us to be, that's almost like what they were saying to Moses. Like, you brought us out the wilderness to die. We was better off worshiping the Queen of Heaven. It's going to be that same type of thing, man. So don't get distracted by these devils. That's what they are. They're deceiving, and they're false accusers, and they're going to accuse us of being troublemakers and being and to intervene with their comfort, because this is the place they deem this place as a place of comfort. That's America. Well, man, if we could just do this, we could get it right. We get close to making it. We can actually be millionaires. No, that's the AI world you're living in now, and you're gonna have to go get with the digital program too. And a lot of jakes are ready for the digital program, and digital world. They'll accept it, but it's those few. It's always those few, and that's who they account. That's who they keep track of. The ones that are not willing to sell out, the ones that are not willing to take the bag, especially if they're Israelites. Anyway, hopefully it was edifying to the next video. Shalom.